Today we're going to be looking at cheaters who got caught cheating.
Why did you cheat on me?
I was ovulating. You don't know women. You haven't grown up with women. My body, I was just listening to my body. We are chemically created. I have this chemical thing in me where I have to reproduce. My body, I was just listening to my body, you know? I was at the club, there was a man there, cute, a couple drinks in. I was like, my body was like, reproduce.
What are you talking? So you're blaming science for you cheating on me?
Yes, I had no control.
Okay, yeah, you didn't have to go home with him.
You obviously don't understand what it's like being a woman. Like, my body is chemically built so that I have to reproduce, and I was just listening to my body while I was ovulating. My body was screaming.
All right, well,
my eggs were like, let me intertwine with his...
All right, fine. I cheated on you too.
You know how it works. What?
I cheated on you too then.
What the Your body's not built the same way. You're not...
I didn't. I just wanted to see how you like it. It sucks.
Men suck. You guys are the worst.
Okay, so I'm 99.9% sure that video was a skit. However, that dog looked depressed. Look at that dog. Does that look like a happy dog? This has to be a skit. Please say psych, LMAO. I mean, put it this way. Either was a skit or it was real. But like, imagine if it is real. I mean, put it this way. Some cheaters do act like that. I'm pretty sure it's a skit. It's making fun of men's excuses for cheating. And women as well. You know, some women are like that. I mean, to be fair, some women are just as bad. Like, yes, in a lot of these videos, it is the men who are cheating. However, the women aren't innocent. You know, we've seen some ladies cheating and the ladies can be brutal.
For the first time in my life, I cheated on someone. And not only did I cheat on someone, I cheated on a girl that was very, very good to me. And I cheated on her with my ex-girlfriend. To be honest with you, I was having a moment last night, and the dread, bro, of like kind of realizing what I did. I mean, even the dread, really even after doing it, in a way, in a very way, I know that it needed to happen.
Why?
Because, bro, the only reason why I cheated on that girl is because I didn't like her that much. So it's like, bro, the easiest way to cheat on someone is to date someone you really never liked that much to even begin with. And that sounds up, and like that was the disservice.
Who doesn't he like? I'm a little bit confused by that. Does he not like his ex, or does he not like the girl that he's cheating with? Like, I feel like he was just going around in circles. I'm sure he thinks of himself as a nice guy. I mean, nothing about him is nice. How are you literally gonna send a podcast to be like, yeah, for the first time ever I cheated? He's treating it as if it's an accomplishment. That's a lot of words for I'm trash. Exactly, he literally could have summarized that in 2 words: I cheated. You don't need to go all sophisticated on us and tell us about how you didn't like that girl. I can't even figure out who he doesn't like. I can't figure out if he doesn't like his ex-girlfriend or if he doesn't like the girl that he's with. All I know is that he cheated and apparently he regrets it, which, you know, you should do. And it's the fact he's going on about how his girlfriend's a really good girlfriend, and of course he cheated on her. If you didn't like her, why not let her go instead of hurting her? Now you hurt her and she's damaged for the next guy. That's something people don't realize whenever it comes to toxic relationships and whenever people cheat. If you cheat on somebody, that person's obviously going to get hurt, and it's going to make them really, really sensitive. Your actions can have a lasting impact. You know, it might not affect you and you might forget it within the space of a day. It'll affect them for the rest of their life. I'm very interested by that clip. I want to know what type of podcast that is. I feel like that's the type of podcast where the men sit down and they're like, you know, women aren't the way women should be, but are they the way men should be? Because I don't think he is.
This is what narcissistic looks like.
I'm gonna text you like a moron! Start the car! With the car keys!
He's reacting this way because you didn't make him lunch.
Because I gotta go and you're running out the door. Oh, I could get his lunch. His lunch is ready, but I'm not gonna put it like...
Make it yourself.
I did everything. I did everything. What?
Everything except for make your lunch.
I don't give a... Move.
Ooh, he's a nasty
move.
man.
You have to make room for me. I gotta grab in my bag. You should have sat in the back seat. That would have been real convenient. That way I have the front seat and I can put my here. I can grab my as I'm rushing around. Because now
Or just better prioritize your time.
Again.
Don't blame your partner.
Like, you don't give a You truly don't. Sitting there whining, complaining about some dumbass that I'm sure is fabricated so someone can feel bad for you. That's what you do.
She's not said a single word.
Somehow,
You're always
every
complaining.
day, like somehow every day, like I'm actually with you. Not the days I'm not. You won't say you don't care. It's like something's wrong. You're sick. You're this. You're that. You're. But Stop making.
I knew that wasn't his cheating video, however, that's horrific, isn't it? So let me get this straight, he's mad because she didn't make his lunch and didn't start up the car, and now he's taking it out on her. I hope she left, and that's all I can say, you know, I hope one day she leaves him. The silence knowing nothing works. Honestly, the best thing to do in situations like that is just not say anything. But then yet again, if you're silent, they'll have an issue with it. If you say something, they have an issue with it. No matter what, they're gonna have an issue and take it out on you. Live like this for 16 years, you stay quiet while they freak out because speaking up is as useless as arguing with a drunk person. Plus the backhand come out of nowhere, I'm free now, life is grand. Honestly, you know, life is so short, so it's like if you ever are in, you know, a friendship, a relationship, or just a situation where you're unhappy, try to leave it. You know, there's no point you sitting there and trying to work it out if you genuinely don't think it's going to be able to be worked out. That commenter was in a situation like that for 16 years. That is a long time. That's a lot of damage to a human to be in a situation like that for so long. That's why I say to people it's okay to be stubborn in situations like that. Like, it's okay to walk away. If you've tried your best to resolve the situation and fix the issues that are there, but they haven't tried, just leave them because they're not going to change. Wife of 8 years cheats. I have been with my wife since we were in high school. We've been married for 8 years and there were multiple clues that something was going on. Something you'll notice with a lot of these cheating situations is that there are clues, but they always ignore them. I'm not saying you have to analyze your partner 24/7. However, if you do come across like a clue or like a red flag, is it really an issue to investigate it? You don't think everything should get brushed under the rug? I first caught her flirting with a coworker she was going to hang out with, then promised it meant nothing and it wouldn't happen again. Then she handed me her phone to look at something. I scrolled through her snap and saw lots of pictures she never sent me. In that situation, I would search her phone. A lot of people are a bit iffy whenever it comes to going through someone's phone. However, the way I view it is if they've got nothing to hide, what's the issue? You know, if they are trying to hide something, then they would have an issue. Obviously, you know, you can be like, who are these pictures for? And if she's like, oh, I just took them, I was going to send them to you, that's understandable. However, by the sounds of it, she's been taking them and sending them to that co-worker. But you definitely are ignoring the red flags. That's 2 massive red flags you've ignored. A month later, I was able to find out that she's been sending nudes to multiple people. Okay, so it looks like we found out who them pictures were actually for. Even after looking me in the eyes on multiple occasions, promising she wasn't doing anything to hurt me and I was the most important thing in her life. Then when I caught her, I gave her the opportunity to just come out and be honest, and she continued to lie until I showed proof. Now she swears that it will not happen again and I'm at loss. But will it though? You know, it's happened multiple times before that. Keep in mind, she's been sending these pictures to multiple people behind your back. The minute she catches you, she's like, alright, I'll change now. Shouldn't she have changed beforehand? It shouldn't happen in the first place, full stop. Something I also find so interesting is whenever people like that, especially cheaters, will look you in the eye and say, I'm not doing what you know I'm doing. They are blatantly lying to you. I just think it's so interesting how they can lie to your face. You know, how do they react whenever you're not there? Whenever they lie to you and walk off, do they start giggling? Do they start scratching themselves and getting nervous? Is anyone interested like I am? She's been the only person I've had in life, no family, and all my friends got married and moved away. I don't feel like I can do life alone, but I also don't know if I even want to try and fix our relationship. If she had cheated and be honest, I would have worked through it, but now I can't believe a word she says. What should I do? Honestly, just walk away. And that's also the hardest thing to do. If you've been married for 8 years, that's a long marriage. You know, that's commitment. Obviously, she's not the committed one, but you are. The most difficult thing you can do is just walk away and leave her and just never talk to her again. It'll definitely be difficult, but you know, eventually you will push through. And yet again, it was quite interesting when he said this. She's been the only person I've had in my life, no family, and all my friends got married and moved away. As of right now, she might be the only person. However, there might be a new person. You might leave her, be absolutely heartbroken, but then you might come across your true other half. You know, someone who actually respects you. Because quite clearly, if she's going behind your back and cheating on you with multiple people, she had no respect for you. This is what a Redditor had to say. Unfortunately, serial cheaters with no remorse are very poor candidates for reconciliation. This means that if you stay with her, then she will continue to cheat on you. Her words are and have been meaningless. Her actions tell you everything you need to know. She has zero respect for you. Your best option is to have some respect for yourself and start the process of ending the marriage. Hire a divorce attorney, get tested for STDs, and implement the Healing Heart, the 180 and Grey Rock. Otherwise, you'll be spending your life attached to a lying, cheating wife and living in a constant cycle of pain and agony. This solves nothing to help you grow as a person, find friends outside your marriage, and live life with promise. Best of luck. That's what I'm saying. You know, the best thing you can do, and probably the hardest thing you can do, is just leave that marriage. She doesn't respect you. That's the truth, and sometimes the truth is hard to hear. You know, you don't want to hear the truth, but in a situation like that, you need to hear the truth. And then yet again, whenever it comes to being in a relationship, always get tested. I know people might think, you know, oh, I'm in a marriage, how could I get an STD? Your partner could be like her. She could be sending pictures to people, she could be hooking up with people. It takes one person to spread an STD. There's been so many situations where two people have been in a relationship, one of them's went behind the other one's back and cheated on them and then got an STD and infected them. And some of these STDs are incurable, you're stuck with them for life. I'm not saying you have to get checked every single time you guys have intercourse. Maybe, you know, every so often, like every 6 months or so. If you start to feel weird or maybe have signs of an STD, go and get checked for it. Cheating husband caught. So for context, I 20 female and husband 21 male have one child together and have been dating since 13 and 14. I feel bad for all these people. The last person was in a marriage for 8 years and these people have been dating since they were 13 and 14. What is up with these people cheating on their long-term partner? partners. So this morning I went to grab my husband's phone so I could find his work schedule and his phone glitched. Maybe it was my guardian angel trying to tell me, hey, look here, but it took me to his deleted messages and there was a number I didn't recognize. So I texted the number after I read through the messages and was like, who is this? Come to find out it was a female who my husband was trying to sleep with. As I scrolled more into the phone, I found he was trying to sleep with a girl at work and had intercourse with the girl that I freaked out about him being around. Yet again, you've just opened Pandora's box. That's what I've also noticed. It's not like these people cheat with one person. A lot of times there's multiple people they cheated with or tried to at least. Why though? That's what I want to know. It's like they do it once and they get a thrill and then they want to do it again. But then, you know, in the end they will end up getting caught. So I went in there and I woke him up, and on the phone I had the girl on the phone and telling me everything. Never once did he deny it. He said nothing. I told him that he lost me, and for our child I'd be reaching out with a divorce attorney and we'll be taking him to court for visitation rights. I don't want him anymore. I love my kid, but I don't want anything to do with him anymore, and I sure as heck don't want to be around him. I've packed my child to my own stuff and will be staying with my mum for now. I hate this situation, but he knows how I feel about cheating, since it's what broke up my home as a child. I've since muted notifications from him as he's asking to come home and fix this and not to take his child away. Notice how he wants to fix the situation after you find out. This easily could have been avoided by him just not cheating. For context on why I'm going for full custody and only visitation for him is because ever since we welcomed our baby into this world a year ago, I've done everything to take care of the baby, and that includes working when he chose he didn't want to. I've been playing the single mum role since the beginning and will continue to do the same. He's only changed 3 diapers in the last year of our child's life, did 1 bath, made 2 bottles. He doesn't even know what size he wears, clothes or diapers, as he doesn't care to ask or even buy them. My child and myself deserve better than this. Thanks for giving me a safe space to share. When it comes to cheating situations like that, whenever a child is involved, it makes the situation 10 times more difficult and complex. You know, do you stay with the partner because you want your family to be a solid family, or do you leave? And honestly, in a situation like that, it's probably best for you to leave, because quite clearly the father is useless. Good for you, take care of you and your baby, glad you're putting yourself first, stay strong. That whole story kind of reminds me of a situation that actually happened to a celebrity in the UK recently. If you don't know who Molly May is, she's basically like the biggest social media person in the UK. Her and her ex-partner Tommy had a child together, and recently she found out that he had been cheating on her multiple times, so of course she dumped him. And a lot of people online had a lot to say about that. A lot of people thought that she should stay with him and try to work in the relationship. Why does she need to stay in a relationship that he's been ruining? Also, sometimes women might stay with the cheating man because that man basically has all the money. Not in Molly's situation, like she's got so much more money than Tommy. So honestly, I've got a lot of respect for her. She's a lot like that person who knew the partner was cheating on them, they found out, so they just ended the relationship. They might have a child with that man, but if that man is not staying loyal, then they're not staying in that relationship.
Oh, you thought I wasn't gonna know, huh?
Oh
You thought I
my
wasn't
gosh,
gonna
what the
know, huh? What the you doing here? Who the is here?
Then you got cameras and what is wrong?
Yo, man.
What's wrong with
Yo,
you?
this
Oh my gosh, you stalking
Bro,
now?
you serious,
Are
bro?
you serious?
Are you serious? You
Ain't
in here
nothing
with a what the
happening.
is an Airbnb?
Why are we not even doing nothing?
Y'all not doing nothing, but you
No.
supposed to be at work. Y'all not doing nothing.
Gosh, I was at work. I
What the
went to
I
work.
told working late? You
I never
never told
said
me you
that.
what?
You fucking tripping. I never said I was working. Let me
You didn't say you was working.
I did say I was working. I
Hey,
went to work.
I got the text message. What the you talking about? You said I'm gonna be working late.
But
You
then,
forgot?
get out that my
Text
face.
me?
Get that out my face.
She seems like she's in her 30s. Why is she with a 20-year-old?
Children, dog, you know she married, dog. Man, dog, say, bro, look, dog, I ain't got no problem with you, dog. I'm saying, bro, man, that's up. You see that?
This is so
In the bar, man, like,
To be fair, like, does that guy know that she was in a relationship?
serious, Keisha.
You acting like you don't have friends.
Man,
You acting like you don't
boy,
have friends you hang out with.
You a like this,
Who you
man.
are? You. What you mean?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Why is she so angry? She's the one who's been cheating.
Go to the judge, see this
So
shit.
you gonna bring
And
this
I'm
boy
a,
to my
you
children?
need to go
We're
put
not
this shit
hearing
out
you.
my house and get the out of my life.
So let me get this straight. She's been saying that she's at work and she's been caught in an Airbnb with a 20-year-old, yet she's still mad. Hey shit, it doesn't make any sense. The worst part about it is unless there's a prenup and they get divorced, she'll still get bailed out and is entitled to half of his stuff, and she would still be messing with the youngin' she's sneaking with. It's no point to marry if you're a guy, there's no upside, it's messed up. And that right there is why you always sign a prenup. You know, if you're gonna get married to someone, get a rock hard prenup, get an extreme prenup. So it means that if a situation like that happens and they divorce you, they can't take your stuff. You know, if they're gonna cheat on you, why are they gonna take your money? Screw that. Is he watching her through a drone?
Hey, where you at right now though?
I'm about to go to Walmart.
You about to go to Walmart right now?
Yeah.
Coming from where?
What are you talking about?
Hey, real quick, look up.
What?
You see me? You see me? Wave to the camera.
This is
Wave to
next
the
level
camera.
stalking. Through a
It don't
drone.
matter where I got it from. Where's the kid at? Tell who kid is that?
Why are you following me? I don't know who that kid is.
Bro, so you gonna lead a kid?
I don't know whose kid that is.
You gonna lead a kid?
Who
Who that's your dude kid?
You're following me with a drone?
Bruh,
Yeah.
see, we all the way got you on camera, bruh. All the way got you on camera, bruh.
Why would you follow me?
All the way got you on camera. Bro, go back and get the kid, bro. You left the kid right here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, go get your dude's kid, bruh.
And she
you at
left the
Walmart,
kid.
right? You at Walmart, right?
I won't lie, following someone with a drone is a little crazy. However, I think there's a good reason as why he'd do that. So she allegedly has a secret child. But then yet again, I wonder where he got the drone and why he bought one to follow her. What has she been doing behind his back? Oh.
What's up?
Did you know you told me you loved me for the first time yesterday? What? Yeah.
This girl is crazy.
I mean, you can say she's crazy, but you are the one in the bed with another woman. I'm gonna guess ain't your partner. For some reason, I believe him. Honestly, imagine plot twist, the girl recording is his ex-girlfriend he's been separated from for like a year, and the girl in the bed's his new girlfriend. Maybe we should believe him and she is crazy. The dog was like, I don't want any part of this, I'm out. Honestly, I want to interview the dog. I want to know what the dog has to say because I know for a fact that dog knows everything.
What are you up to?
Not much.
Is he flicking in Tinder?
How about you?
Just in the hot tub.
I wish I could be there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Why are you saying it like that?
Wait a minute, so he's in his car and FaceTime with her and he doesn't realise that she can see the reflection. He is sneaky. But then yet again, his sneakiness caught up in him because she did find out. Oh my god, thinking about it now, if I ever FaceTime someone in the car, I can probably see what they're looking at on their phone. Imagine you see that they're slagging you off. Well, anyways, guys, that's some cheaters who were caught cheating. If we see me look at more cheaters, let me know if you will. Respect out, subscribe, and see you all tomorrow for another video.